also to agree.
The continued growth in consumer demand for connectivity and data is slowly unlocking new markets for co-location data centers. This comes even as Icolo launched its third data center and its second in Mombasa at a cost of 2 billion shillings.
This data center is a state-of-the-art custom-built data center to allow 4 different undersea subsystems to terminate in the building. A unique facility across the world. I would say within the top 10 such facilities, if not 5, from a perspective of capability and design. We currently have 1 subsystem that will terminate into the building. The data center itself can handle about 1.8 megawatts of power, and we have 2 separate data halls. Each data hall is about 600 square meters, and we have fitted out 1, and we're in the process of building the next one.
Kenya has seen an increase in the number of cable carriers landing on the Kenyan coast, with the latest one being the Peace Cable. This, Ranjith says, has placed Kenya on the regional map as a leader in data centers.
We are at least 5 to 10 years ahead of many countries in the region. Geographically, because we also refer to Mombasa as the gateway to Africa because of the cable systems coming in. I think geographically we're also well positioned to service, within 30 milliseconds you're able to get to about 300 million people. It's not necessarily the same. Some of that is because of the networks we've built over the last 15 to 20 years, but it is also the fact that we have an open access system in general in the country to be able to tap into different networks in surrounding countries like from South Sudan to Rwanda to Uganda. That is a very unique position that we have in Kenya, and certainly because of Mombasa.
But first, what is a data center and why is it an important tool in internet penetration?
If you think about people having computer infrastructure, what we do is we provide the buildings for it, and each individual operator operates a shop in our building. That's what server infrastructure looks like. So we provide purely infrastructure, power and cooling, and that's what data centers are. Our customers bring software, servers, hardware into the buildings, and then they connect using connectivity partners like Safaricom, Liquid, and so on and so forth to basically connect.
The new facility hosts over 600 client racks, with the location of the data center being in close proximity to the subsea cable landing points in Mombasa.
As more systems come in, there's more competition, there's more volume. When there's more volume, generally pricing goes down remarkably. So I would say over the next 10 years, you wouldn't really think about the cost of data anymore. It becomes so ubiquitous that actually I don't think it'll be very expensive. Business models have also changed. So some of the investors that have come in the cable systems have invested in the cable systems, but they have nothing to do with cable systems. The reason they're doing that is because they're specifically targeting the consumers. So they are subsidizing the cable systems and the connectivity into the country. So there's no cost now for some of those links. As you may have seen with some of the applications on your phone, it's 0 rated. That's because of these investments. So I would definitely say data in itself as a cost will continue to remarkably reduce.
According to Ranjith further, the rise in the number of data centers in the country is projected to lower the cost of data locally. Gertrude Burgay, K24 Nairobi.